Hey you guys, this is Stacia, and we are going to play a training game on chess.com. So let's get started. I just did some puzzles and I'm feeling pretty fresh. The baby is crying downstairs, but that's normal. Okay, let's go. E4, E5. Now I just have to remember to play rapidly because it's a rapid game. If I can do that, I'm usually in pretty good shape. Okay, we have a Scotch. Let's go knight f6. We're attacking the pawn. The really nice thing about this move is on bishop g3, we take a free knight. So it's really annoying for white. That's one of the main moves. Let's pin that knight. They usually take now. I will take back with the b pawn to avoid the awkward queen trade. Okay, this is all normal. Now d5 is the move, I believe. So they could take, castle, castle, and on bishop g5, I have to be a little bit careful because my pawn is hanging there. So like on h6, for example, I think they take, and then win that pawn. I don't want to take the knight either, but okay, now we're threatening d4, so they're probably going to castle. And then I should castle to avoid rook e1. I have kind of a funny story. I was sort of fascinated with AI art for a little bit, and I was looking through it a lot. But like, it ended up like disturbing me. I don't know, like I got really disturbed by it. It would like give, like you could type in like chess rainbow and it'll paint you a picture of chess and a rainbow. But it would also like distort the pieces. It made like weird new pieces and it would make the board weird looking in some way. And it kind of like creeped me out. I don't know why. So now I don't want to look at any AI art. Okay, so they did what I said here. So my pawn is under threat. Do I want to go c6? Could go c6. If I go d4, there's knight e4. That seems not good. I think I've typically played bishop e7 in these positions, but I have no idea if that's right. I mean, if they take, we get the two bishops. It's kind of hard to complain about that. Oh, wait a minute, though. On that, they could take, knight takes, queen takes, bishop h7 check, win my queen. Okay. So I think c6 is in order. Let's just play c6. Yeah, I feel like if I do puzzles before I play actual chess, I'm able to calculate better. It like gets me in that mode. Not that I'm good at calculating, because I'm really not, but I'd rather be in calculation mode than not, right? So, and I've especially noticed that with blitz chess. Like, if I'm just being lazy and playing blitz, I'll lose game after game sometimes and be like, why? But it's because I'm not calculating. I'm just playing on intuition over and over. But if you do some puzzles before you play, then you'll be looking for those simple tactics that will creep up. And seeing them is better than not seeing them, right? Wow, so my opponent's thinking. I should be thinking too. um, Rook e1 is a move. Queen f3 is a move. Yeah, if queen f3, I'll probably go bishop e7. Check the pin piece, and I'll defend it and break the pin. Does that make sense to me? Yeah, and like, I'm also learning this about chess. I've spent way too much time looking at openings and early middle games. The problem with that is once the early middle game's over, I don't know what to do, right? Like, so it's important to look at all aspects of chess, including the late middle game, the end game, and tactics are king. Tactics are most important. Yeah, I expected queen f3. I'm just going to go bishop to e7. So my point is that clicking through, notice I said clicking through. So we don't have to study in great detail. But if you click through like a few master games in your openings, it'll give you some ideas, and you might even notice a pattern. So maybe after this game, we'll do that exercise together. Okay, rook e1, taking the e-file. I'm probably going to play rook e8 here. Bishop g4 is a blunder. Can't do that one, right? Because they take the knight. Actually, is that even true? No, well, they can just go queen g3. All right, if I go rook e8, and they take, and I take, and they take, and I take, am I okay? I don't like that my bishop's not developed. But on the other hand, I could also play discovery on that, like knight e4. Is knight e4 possibly a move? I kind of doubt it. On knight e4, there's takes, and then I'm in line with a rook, so that's not good, right? So I wonder if I could also play h6 here. If they take, and I take, check. I really doubt that's good, but who knows? Maybe. No, it can't be good, but still. I'm not sure h6 is the right move. h6 takes. Okay. Have I accomplished anything? Maybe. But on h6, they'll probably just drop back. And that doesn't really help me, so I think rook e8 is the way to go. There's no pressure on f7. And I need to move. So let's move. Now, they could possibly think about that move at some point, right? So I think rook e8 was maybe a good choice. Got to keep that protected. It's basically attacked once and x-ray attacked another time. So I was just thinking, if they check, take. If my rook wasn't there, that would be a fork. I have to keep my eye on that, but if they take, we're totally fine there. But I really need to get this bishop in the game now, for sure. I would love to play bishop g4, but I feel like after queen g3, they're just threatening to take, and my bishop's defender is not going to be alive much longer. I'm going to lose my bishop, so we don't want to do that. So, where do I want this bishop? It's a good question. Wow. Well, that's going to help me trade. I definitely feel I should take. So, what is up after that move? I don't see why I should be concerned about that. We're going to take. Now, I would really like to play queen d6. Continues to keep an eye on the knight. Gets my rooks connected. And then if we can push these pawns, that's sort of what I would like to achieve. Pushing this pawn's also another one. Queen d6, maybe we'll have this at some point. So queen d6, we should be aware of trades and checks. Well, if they take. I think that's totally fine. I'm just going to play this. Rook b8 is a thought. They might go b3. b8, b3. Bishop f8 might be an idea. h6 is definitely an idea. They take, I just take. h6, take, check. Looks a little annoying, but I really have a hard time believing that that's a real attack with just the queen. It's not going to happen. So h6 is definitely in my list of candidates I want to get in. I can't push c5 yet because d5 becomes a little loose. If I go d5, we have to think about this move. I do like that this pawn is corralling the knight. Now, I often see them go knight a4. But that seems kind of pointless in this exact position because it usually means they want to come in here, take advantage of my pawns, blockade my c-pawn. But we've got that heavily covered. So pushing c5 like takes away those ideas completely, but then there's knight b5. So maybe we do want to go rook b8 first. Rook b8, b3, and then possibly c5. But this is loose, so. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not familiar with the middle game plans here, so I just have to figure them out. I mean, another move that looks kind of interesting is queen b4. Like on queen b4, yeah, we attacked the pawn. Yeah, he stopped it though. Okay, well now rook b8 is a little more appealing. I mean, I kind of want to move my knight and trade bishops. Just feels kind of lame. So what about h6? Let's say they take. I take. They take. I take. That position looks good. I don't even think they should trade rooks. So h6 is possible. This move, there's this. Then I could take it though. If they take me, I take here. So how'd that go? Here. Here. I take. They take. I take. They take. I take. They take. I don't have rookie 8. If I did have rookie 8 at the end, I think I'd play that, but I do not. But what about just H6? Let's just see what he does. It just solves my back rank issue a little bit. Plus, I always have bishop f8, so I'm not all that worried about that structure. I can support it with bishop f8. So, like, if he were to sacrifice, like, take, there are no checks, first of all. But then bishop f8 can reroute. I mean, I'm going to be totally safe. I don't... I mean, that's if I really turtle up, which I don't want to do. I need to refill my drink. I'll be right back. Drop my power cord. Hang on. So I have actually three students that headed off to the national grade level chess tournament. It kind of not disturbs me. It kind of makes me slightly sad that I'm not there with them, but not that sad because I'll be at the GCSEL tournament tomorrow. That's a scholastic tournament it's going to have about 250 plus chess kiddos. And I have several students attending that. Some of them, it's their first tournament, so I'm going to, I could not abandon them. And it's local, and I'm going to work the event, so. Okay, I did not expect that move, so that means I should pay more attention. Could have guessed that, right? Okay, I mean, that attacks my queen. Now, if I can move my queen somewhere threatening, that would be excellent. But I'm not sure that's the case. Although queen c5 might be an idea. Like, if queen c5, b5, I win a free knight, right? Like, it keeps an eye on this knight and an eye on the pawn behind it. And it eyes f2 and even pins it. Those are the things it does. Could also play queen d7, but that feels a little bit lame. Feels really lame, actually. Why would I do that? Queen c5 goes in front of my pawn. I'm not so sure that's a great idea either, but on the other hand, don't have a lot of options here. So if we go queen c5, Am I threatening d4? Maybe not, because they would take, and then I take. Then they move. Well, I like the idea of queen c5 and rook b8, so I'm going to play it. It's not like I have tons of time here, so we'll do this. They can't sack on h6 now, can they? Almost. Takes, takes. If they take that, and I take with a rook, they can take the knight. But I don't have to take with a rook. I can take with a queen still. But I need to be a little bit mindful of that. Sacrifice. Yeah, and if I try to play bishop d6 now, they could potentially play here, here, here. Does that actually work, though, or not? I mean, it's a sacrifice. Well, not really. I lose a pawn. Yeah, I lose a pawn. So probably I need to get that knight moved away. Yeah, bishop f8's the same problem. I'd really like to go knight to e4. So, I mean, that's a move that you just want, you know, like the knight would be in the center. It would allow him to trade, though, which is what I don't like. And even win a pawn, right? I guess take... Wow, that's unexpected. Yeah, I think they want me to blunder that trick. Bishop takes h6. Now, if I go rook b8 right now, that's kind of annoying. If they do nothing, I take the pawn, win the knight. If they push it, I win the knight. Oh, I can't go there. The bishop's guarding it. Oh, dear God. Okay. Yeah. What's another plan? Something else. d4. Do we go d4? I mean, knight h7 is an idea. I just don't like it. Bishop f8, there's bishop at h6. Take and take. I don't think I want that. What happens on knight e4? Knight e4, I assume they take, right? Knight e4, they take it. I take it, they take. They win a pawn. But my queen's hanging too. So they would take, take, take. Doesn't seem right to me. Okay, I better figure out what to do. I don't know what to do, though. My knight's vulnerable, so moving the knight makes a lot of sense, right? There's no knight d7. There's, knight e4 doesn't seem good. Knight h7 seems lame, but maybe playable. All right, I'm just going to play it. I got to play something. I don't love that move, though. It feels like one of those moves that I play because I don't know what to do, which are usually bad. So we'll have to see after the game if that's true. And then what can I do to find a good move? Because I did not find one that time. Okay, but I like the idea of playing bishop f6 now. I feel way more coordinated. I don't like not having rook b8. So I could also try bishop d6. If they play bishop e3, I'm just going to go queen d6, I think. If they come back, I'll go queen f6. I have a slightly worse pawn structure. My opponent has 2 pawn islands. I have 3, but I have more center control. It just feels like white is a little more active. They have a slight edge here. Maybe more than a slight edge, possibly. So that's my assessment. But that's kind of a shallow assessment. It really depends what happens from here. So what can we do? I think I like bishop f6. It attacks that knight. I'm kind of threatening to win a pawn there. Like take, take, take. And it kind of forces a rook trade too because I would be on the e1 rook twice. And if they do trade there, I think I'm pretty happy. I'd be up a pawn and my passive rook on a8 will level up to an active rook on e8. Okay, they want bishop h6, clearly. I could go king h8. I see nothing wrong with that. It's also knight f6. But we just came from that square. So they might just come back in that case. You know, there is bishop g5 here. Just feels like a showstopper kind of move. like you've got play, but what initiative do you have after this? Because if you take, I take with the knight. If you go h4, I just move my knight. The rooks could trade off. I feel like this is the right move. Bishop b5, I guess. Don't see why that would be so great, though. I gotta play something. At least we're both in time pressure. I just don't like it when I'm the only one in time pressure. All right, so if they take, my intention is knight g5. Their knight is a little bit pinned because I could grab the c-pawn. I think I definitely want to trade bishops here. I mean, basically, white's play is focused on the queen and the bishop. My bishop's been awkward, if anything. So I just want to trade it. And then I should be much safer. And okay. So I was thinking h4. They could also have, I could also have taken, but why would I trade rooks and get their rook to e1 for them? Leave my rook on a8. So I'm not doing that. Now, knight e4 is more of a forcing move now because I'll be threatening f2. But they could take. Yeah, and they've got a queen, rook, knight on there, so it's not really an option. Now rook b8 is an option. I kind of have a feeling if I go rook b8, they'll just take on e8. But if they do that, then, like I was saying, my rook levels up a little bit. They could play queen d7. Okay, so I thought h4. So I have knight e6 and knight e4. Knight e4 I already kind of said was bad, right? Knight e4 takes. Yeah, the queen will actually protect. I don't have rook e8 there either. I think I pretty much do have to play knight e6. My opponent's still one in time pressure. Imagine that. Okay, I need to get serious here, right? I mean, what about d4, knight e4? Oh, that takes the queen. Never mind. I was gonna say f5. Seems a little desperate. I don't think that works at all anyway. Wow, I don't know about that move. I think they're gonna go rook g3. h5 is kind of a funny move. h5 takes, knight f4. With a fork? If they trade, the fork's still there. Kind of like that. I guess there's queen g3 would block the rook. Queen g5 loses a queen. They would have to, like, step back. They're low on time. I'm going to play it. I hope I'm not blundering anything. Very well could be. No, I don't think so. This looks okay to me. Take my pawn. Do it. Take it. Wow. Desperate queen trade mode for him. Okay, if I take, rook b8. I could just play a5, it's useful. a5, take. Don't really want to trade queens, but... Okay, let's hope I don't blunder in time pressure. Okay, I'm on his rook. Kind of expecting this capture. Yep. He's probably just wanting to trade desperately. So how do we do this? Okay, that allows... Yeah, it's almost a fork, but now if I move my rook, it is a fork. How about rook b8? I'm just playing tricky. I shouldn't really do this. But hey, it attacks a pawn. And I'm threatening d4. Okay. So... let's take that. That attacks the knight. Huh. I was gonna say I feel like I'm winning. It's funny. It's like I feel almost slimy when I'm just up a little bit of time at the end. It's nothing compared to what people do to me. All right, let's have a quick look at this one, and then I'll record a separate video where we click through some master games. We're going to try that together and see what we think about it. Okay. I'm kind of breaking my rule, but for these, for the analysis, just quickly at the end of something, I think this is fine. Wow, I played with really good accuracy. Look at that. 94.7? Come on. That can't be true. I don't really trust chess.com. All right, a5 was a blunder. Yeah, I kind of thought in that position it was. Okay, let's go to that moment real quick. Because, okay, I only played that because we were both low on time. And I thought it was an improving move. But what's the real move here? We have something that gives us a big advantage. So one move that comes to mind is queen b6. So if they take, we get our pawns more together, and we open up the rook. That's one thing. It doesn't feel like a huge advantage, though. Another thing we could do is simply take, and play rook b8. Yeah, it's probably that, because how do they defend that pawn? So I think it's that. What do you guys think? Uh-oh, maybe I'm wrong. Usually it tells me right away if I'm right. Ooh, it's a mistake. So what was it then? It's a rook move? Oh. We attack the queen? Oh, it's a little bit of a skewer. Look at that. But she would take us. right? But now we're on the rook and the pawn. I guess that's the point. It's really hard for me to pull that rook off of e8. That doesn't feel natural to me, but I can see why it's good here. Like, we're kind of inviting some counterplay. Like, let's say they just go here. What's the plan? Oh, they can't. There's a fork. That's definitely part of it. Okay, but they can go rook f3 with this idea. But now we take the pawn. Okay, if they do this, we play rook f8. Okay, it's hard for me to play chess like this. It really is. Sometimes it's best, though. And apparently it's best. So I think what I'm learning is like, I think level 1 of my analysis is like, oh, I just played rook f8. That's very passive. That's too passive. What are you doing? Okay, which is correct. But level 2 is that white has one form of counterplay here. No, that's not totally true, is it? And we stopped it. Okay, but I mean, what if they just... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel 100% great about this. Now it says knight e4. Okay, knight e4. I would probably go knight e4. And then it says g3. Okay. g3. So we have a lot of pressure here, but can't do much with it. Yeah. f5 is the move. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're up a clean pawn. This knight is not the best knight I've ever seen. It's kind of like dominated by the rook. Can't go anywhere. How's that square? That's it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, whatever, computer. I don't think the way I played was so bad. So let's go ahead and look at the whole thing. I'm especially interested in the middle game plan where I didn't know what to do. So like if we just look at openings. Okay, I was out of theory. Yeah, right here I'm out of theory. Okay, it looks like c6 is the top move. Now, like I was saying, you have to be a little bit careful here because they can win the pawn. Like if you just play h6, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, they can't do that. Oh yeah, if they do this, I don't like this for us. Yeah, it's good for white. And the other one is that, like, let's say we go here. I think they can still take and play here, and you cannot take back. Because if you do, there's check. And then win your queen. So I saw that during the game, but I've seen that before because I've fallen for it. So that's one way to know things. So we're still in book, apparently. Bishop e7, yeah. So this position, it looks like white has some kind of slight edge here. It's kind of what it felt like. Yeah, normal edge. Rook e1, rook e8. Still in theory. Okay, now this move I've never seen. Didn't feel right to me. So let's see what the engine says. Yeah, it says inaccurate. They should go h3 here. Yeah, h3, I mean, that's just kind of a waiting move. Gives the king some luft. Make luft, not war. Queen d6 is good. Yeah, so right around here, I was like, what do I do? Okay, h6 was best. This move's fine. Look Looks awkward, but it has some points to it. Rook AD1 is best. Wow. So I should go queen c4 here, or queen b6. Okay. I thought about queen b6. Now, I thought if I play something lazy here, like bishop f8, I think they have bishop takes h6. Yeah, they do. I don't think we want this. Computer says it's not that great, but it's great enough. I'm not going to let them do that. So I guess queen b6 or queen c4. Queen c4 eyes the bishop. What else does it do? Maintains the pressure. Maybe we can push our pawn. It encourages b3 so we can win the knight. All right, I guess, but queen b6 attacks a pawn. That's pretty clear to me. Maybe we're trying to provoke b3 so we can take a3. Yeah, that is what we're doing. Sometimes this is the best way to play, as Amog, National Master Amog Tripathi, reminded me the other day. Sometimes you got to grab pawns and hold on for dear life. Sometimes that's the best way to, that's the best approach. Sometimes it's the only way to get an advantage. But I play knight h7 here, which is fine. Equal position. Yeah, and I spent a long time on queen g4. So they didn't know what to do here. Apparently bishop b3 is the right move, attacking my queen. I mean, I would probably just go queen d6. Yeah, that's what the engine wants too. And then I'm looking for, you know, stuff like this. This feels reasonable. I'd almost rather be black here. But okay, queen g4 I felt like, yeah, this move is good. Bishop f6 is best because it threatens to win a pawn immediately. Okay. But this just felt like a showstopper move. Like there's moments in chess where white has an initiative and then black makes some kind of move and the initiative's over. And that's what this felt like to me. That's why I'm calling it a showstopper. And when those moves happen to me as white, it's usually when I'm down a pawn. And then it means I'm worse. So I don't like that. Here it's equal though. But it does stop the initiative. And now the game goes on. They took. I took h4. Huh. Wants me to trade rooks. I really didn't feel this was a good idea. Why am I doing this? Do that, then knight e6. Why? Because this rook belongs on b8. And I clogged the file. I guess that's why. There's no infiltration here. And if they go g3, computer says rook b8 or a5. Yeah. Okay. So that was the idea, but okay. Knight e6. I liked h5. Okay. Yeah, h5. I mean, if your opponent's in time pressure, you might as well pose a problem to them, right? Because they might panic. Believe me, I know, because I'm usually on the other side of that. So h5 is one of those moves. I felt like it was a good choice here because they can't really take. If they do take, I felt like I just get knight f4. Yeah, that's winning. They can trade if they want. It doesn't really matter, right? The fork's still there. Except now I get this check. So he can't really take the pawn, which is why he went there. So that's a blunder because of what we saw earlier. That was the right approach, but I felt like this is still fine. It is fine. It's just not winning like the other variation, which didn't feel winning to me. So I'm going to need to show that to a coach or something because I don't understand that one clearly. This felt good enough to me. Yeah, especially that move. Like, they isolated their pawn. I could just take. But I did this because I just want to keep them... yeah, I'm trying to apply maximum pressure, like threaten a fork and a pawn. Yes, now I get that. I take a knight. Notice that if he wants to take a pawn and threaten my knight, I win his knight, but I defend my knight. So that doesn't work. So computer gives that move? What? What is that? That knight is trapped? Wow, it is. That's incredible. Okay, I did not see that the knight is trapped. I mean, I thought at least there's that square or that square, but there actually isn't because that's a fork and that's a pin. And if they take here, we take with check. And same way with the fork. If they go here, here, oops, check, here, I would take. And then I still have time to move the knight. Yeah, this is totally winning. Okay, so there you go. Well, I'm pretty happy with this training game. Especially the score, right? When do I get 94.7? Like never? Like in 10 move blitz games because I memorized all the theory. Okay, so yeah, I'm quite happy. I think I'll sleep good tonight. But I'll come back with another video where we click through some master games together. Okay, on chess base. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.